World War III begins this year. I saw a terrorist attack during the World Cup, and I saw it clearly. One stadium was on fire, a whole lot of smoke, a whole lot of things. People were running news. Ghana, 2026 World Cup.
Yeah.
Ghana will surprise everyone.
Ghana Blasters.
Oh yeah, but we here in Africa, you know, will follow us. We will be the African team for the World Cup. We will colonize Britain. We will take over several countries. And all of a sudden, they caught England and was colonizing England, shockingly.
Hey.
So we're all like, the news was like, and it was shocking.
A lot of people are worried. Because say Ghana, your mind back you too quiet. Na Ghana for if you be almost everywhere. You know, it is any business you are manonesa indirectly so as affecting there. People are very worried when you listen to Nema ACC around the world and some media and some decisions being some world leaders being taken there. Crofo say Andre Yana Yankotia Sempa. Nanka ye hope say Ghana be you be kohwana okutra ko win makuna sanya punjena and to kwa bia ba na bibia sisa die na wahu e ba no e fa you
aso will start this year.
So for say World War III.
Yes, it's going to start this year. And as you see, a lot of people assume they see World War III. It means that no bombs, boom. No. It was a journey of over 17 good years.
Okay.
And the 17 years is when it closed. So World War III begins this year, but we were never part of it. Yeah, we're Africa. We were not part of it. No, we were fine. Oh yeah, very fine.
Yeah, we were
very fine. We were very fine.
But it will actually start this year. Say
yes, World War III will begin this year. There will be a new invasion. Once the next invasion comes in, there are three fronts of the warfare: Middle East, Asia, Russia. Three different invasions. Once those three things are fully done, the World War III begins. The journey starts from there. And once the journey starts from there, in a short period of time, when they are changing the American presidents, Trump will be dead. Not that somebody killed him. He died in his own time. Within that same time was when bombs were flying.
Wow. Again, FA World Honka this time, but with football. We all know that this year now. FIFA World Cup, as I said, when it's taking place for 3 different countries,
right?
Canada, Mexico, US,
right?
And looking at Nema Eco Koso, especially in the US, near I'm not going to be because I say, no, any one crowd America so share football no crana or crano, unye safe sauna, near my papa you krumono or attract a lot of enemies to, the state. I beat me ama one crowd. The Parodo Kushia or Krana Bonifubi, Ashena, or I take advantage of that. And you be a honor one who be bisa. Say, I think the world will be gathering at a place and we be being conform Bonifubi take advantage.
Yeah, it's I think I said this in the beginning of mid-year or so, somewhere last year. Yeah, I saw a terrorist attack during the World Cup, and I saw it clearly. Yes. But it's not when we were playing the match. No, Ghana was not playing. That's the most interesting part.
Yeah.
We are starting a rebate. There is a reason for Ghana in this whole world. There is a reason for Ghana. And one day I'll break it down for everybody to understand the catalyst of Ghana to play a very crucial role for the world. Because Ghana is going to be one of the first African countries to be able to settle a nuclear structure. Mega one, yes.
Ghana.
Sir? The same Ghana we are in. It's going to be a different country altogether. So we became like the face of Africa, where everybody came into Ghana like Omomoko Egypt in the olden days, and they will come to Ghana and then survive and go back to the African countries. So we began to grow like a tree, and then we began to turn the entire desert lands into other vegetations. So it was Ghana that made that move by the grace of God. Yes. And that's for the terrorist attack in the World Cup. It is there. I've said it a long time ago. It is there.
Ebi no so ka say said the ekeka kono wan hwe yie nso ana empanifo bi no so de omo anu atunu ama one share crana na ya kase ne said the ebe kosu ni because likely say BBC betimi esi the World Cup na be cry suspend it and I be crana.
Oh, the World Cup they'll go ahead and play it. They'll go ahead and play it. But then during it was 2 occasions. One stadium was on fire, a whole lot of smoke, a whole lot of things. People were running. News was it was a whole lot of mess.
Okay.
Now for Dimrike Piena buildings. So say this skyscrapers, that glass there, there was an explosion. Something was happening there. Wow. That was the first phase. Another phase 2 was happening, which was also a different form of attack. That one there was a young man. He was carrying one white. It's not even Arab or a lot of people assume when they say terrorist attack is people with bombs. Oh, young people, young white people with guns firing through crowds. Yes. So that was a very different world altogether that we're walking into. So that's one thing we are looking at.
So for with these ones, intervention be me ma say be
and when I working on because our family members are there. So once I saw it, those things when I saw it, I spoke about them. I was like, no, a day we should be able to bend it out of the pathway.
Yeah.
If we can bend it to work, and it's very delicate. So we are working towards it by the grace of God.
All right.
But there was one thing about timeline is this. Senya Kudo situation was we replaced them from there, pull catalyst forward so that the catalyst will happen ahead. Even when the catalyst still happens ahead, it still goes ahead to affect somebody else and still affects so many things in the same way. That's how when you temper with time, the problems you can create. The same way we may temper with time and then try to do what has to be done by the grace of God. But then at the end of the day, I cannot guarantee to you that there won't be anything like that. It will happen, but then maybe it will be caught and then they can handle it. But at least you will know the thing has happened. Okay. But then it was protected in a way, it was managed better than what could have happened.
Great. What me have to say, even if it should happen, Ghana, they will be affected.
They were fine.
Not when it be a match and and then those things will happen. But still on Ghana, football team, senior national team, the Black Stars. Even the just ended AFCON Ukraine. Now share the performances of some of the teams. I'm saying, hey, now let's say Ghana ko ekra game zoo. And I win am some they call World Cup. And you Ghana. What will be kakra? Your mother boy call say, yet me survive a group stage and areas where you come here.
Okay. Ghana 2026 World Cup.
Yeah.
Ghana will surprise everyone.
So for say,
I'm be surprise you be.
Ghana Blasters.
Oh yeah, but we in Africa now will follow us. We will be the African team for the World Cup.
Sir?
Oh yes. We'll be the African team for the World Cup. We will colonize Britain. We will take over several countries. Yes, the cheap countries were the ones we were playing draw with them and things. It was so strange. The team that cannot play anything, they move or draw. So it really frustrated all of us. We were all like frustrated down. And all of a sudden, they caught England and was colonizing England, shockingly.
Hey.
So we're all like, the news was like, I'm actually, when you're in time, you can read comment section. You can see everything. It's reality. And I was like, and Uncle for somebody because we thought it was not going to work. And at the end of the day, push it, they started playing better. And it was shocking.
Wow.
Yeah, it was shocking.
And just it means that Ghana will do well in the 2026 World Cup.
Yes, Ghana will do well. Ghana will do very, very well.
Please.
Please. Yes. They will prove themselves in ways we cannot even imagine.
Well, yes, I'm running economic. What me at say, and you might be ye for
right.
The country starting this year near. But I am politics and spiritualities I say working hand in hand kakra.
Right.
Because I thought that things might look good. But a beer na enipa binom ne bi ne ade ade ntina ma enema bi sikwan kakra looking at yen growth economically and Ghana so no kra no wo hwe yen spirituality crofo be ka say Ghana yeso Christopher man so no ya brabo aye bo ya bra boy boy pa de and then boy so yeah but so this answer na as a man of God then osan hu enema ebesi ne de ebesi no wo de to ho a yegina sen
Ghana as a Christian body. Well, I think we are doing our best. Because this thing, once you say more than that, there will be problems. I think we are doing our very best as Christian nation. Yeah, also it's gradual process, and obviously one step at a time we'll be able to get there. And I believe, God has a way of pushing His people, and He will glorify His name, and that part they will move in that angle.
I'm ready by now. We be a bad the order of the day. Prophecy be a piano prominent person be a well-known person be a bewu. I might go to a point that IGP at that time cross there be a feel the move beyond question and I say a brass kakra near there, but I say Nancy Umwana could be a shut up from Bika Crabina Prof. Nyame no kasa. Anye bia said the last year, 2025 no said the fan for kukudam ko yi. This year no on that level no at saying and also say prominent person
people dying in them. That part I always try to stay away from it because unless it's urgent. One thing is that when I prophesy about someone dying, it's always about the original timeline. Maybe something is about to happen. Okay. So this person will died, and this thing happens. So that's when I bring it in. But directly to just look at like random names and then people we be who at this time there. That one I'm very different from that. And then that kind of character and that kind of prophecies started because they were copying someone. Yeah, they were copying someone.
Now, prophets no so copy.
Carbon copies a lot, and the situation is. There's a lot of copying going on. So the situation is that Omo copy Nipa Bako, and everybody started replicating his kind of prophecy, the 31st night prophecy. And me, I like one thing. I don't like plagiarism. Pick up something, be the original version of yourself. Prophesy what you can prophesy. Follow your own niche and do your thing. But Omo copy that angle. Ebia at that time it came from one person. Say, oh, we be woo, or no star, no. Not the other things. So account all of that things happens. But all of a sudden, everyone saw that. Okay, anytime I thought they say that kind of thing, bad press sells a lot. So NOB also they don't know shame. And then 31st night you drew now or bring pana baby now show. Because obviously you know that at the end of the day your name will show up somewhere that you're about to die. And that's the situation. But then they copied and then spread it across and made it worse. Sometimes I always say that be original and keep those people that are doing one thing, they are stuff for them because say nipa bakune there will not be a nuisance. But if everyone is copying it and now getting a prophet, we see, and it's a whole mass structure on 31st night. It's so disheartening. So I always stay away from it because that's not my style.
But Prof, nyamia yibia chopen am won ebia publicly one make one sem, and then it happened.
Yeah, almost everything that happens in this Ghana here, God shows us here. We are watching.
In the abundance, how do you feel? Say, at the end of say ebesi. Now so ebia when timianya hu bibia spiritually na at the NSC no. I mean,
most of the time, no. And before you become a prophet, to a level, God will prepare you, nurture you for the possibilities of life. To you and everyone, death is a tragedy. To us, we know where the people are going to. So we do not see it like the way you see it. What I say? So we understand in a different phase altogether. So each move that happens, we understand why it is happening. And most of the things, no, it's not necessary to even go intervene. Just leave it the way it is. And some of them, if the person should die, it's a problem because it's an orchestration. So you have to prevent that one from happening. But some of the time, Nimre now, so like they have entered into a time pattern that you can bring them back. So you leave them to continue. Yeah.
Wow. Well, yeah. Share football kakra, share politics kakra, and but yeah, share entertainment for no side one so kakra. And you be this year. Does it look good for them? Maybe you will have some superstars. Be there and Crawford will beat me. Omo atumpon. I'm young age. A branty be a man muso and I buy you be a pig and or born homo den pa bibisa.
Yes. This year there's a lot of great things going to show up. It's a two-way thing. Stone Boy, the same year too for Sh0ck.
Hey.
Sh0ck. You know Sh0ck is my person. So Sh0ck.
I say or yeah, Edina Okana say.
No. I'm actually seeing. So normally I've already seen it. So me the count. Then there are other people. This year too, there will be some other people that will emerge better than Blacko. Better. Nobody even knows them. They're just playing some kunku right now. In November you hear about them. Hey, November you hear about them. They will be global. Some small people, underground singers. They will just blow out. But then, what was coming? And I don't know whose job it was, which minister or whatever it is that they were doing it. But in the realm of the spirit, what I saw is this clearly in time. Me who say there is a value on the arts industry in Ghana, which is like music, acting, as a value abim ewo Ghana. So I realized that people were receiving all those transactional angle, they were being paid, those YouTube, all those things, like the money became visible. It became like clearly, it's not like you're just working for nothing. So that brought in money into the industry. That rose up our movie industry back again.
Hey.
Yes. It brought it back to light.
Movie industry,
it was global. We went out there, we were on Netflix, we were everywhere. Because money, it became value. I don't know how they did it, but it was like people that were doing TikTok, content creators, everybody was making good money. It became like real money. So if you're doing content, you'll be making real money from the thing you're doing. And this thing changed within October. So end of September, this same year.
Wow.
It was a thing that changed everything. So from this year to the beginning of 2027, that was when our movie industry came back again. So because there was money in it now. It was not something that they're just doing for fun. And then that's how it took over. Ghana is going to change in ways you cannot imagine.
Some folks said the way they hope prior we say absolutely. But say enema be ko yie say de nyame ada na di akere wi or areas ya bobo so nyina na sometimes say the na dey na make no yen so no as nyame ma no ye wo role to play because bia ye mistakes bia na enema bia be ye bi so betimi aye bibia e be si kwan kakra so what should God's people do nyame ma den na yen this year and more ben necessary to na ebetimi aboana ene pa nyame wode mayen se Ghana fo no ni na betimi akoso anampokra ahweyie bi wo esese ya na
one important thing I always say if you're true to yourself and then you serve God diligently and you don't become a thief when you're being given opportunity or anything else. Sometimes we assume being a criminal is looking sharp, but we have to be true to ourselves. Once we're true to ourselves, that's it. And one thing about timeline pattern is that I think I explained it earlier, but I still missed one point of it. We see the end of the story. So it means that there was something that was being that is going to be done, which means that we'll put in the necessary catalyst to be able to get us there. So at the end of the day, we'll always end up there. That is another. The same way like I was explaining to you about the election. I will not choose sides, but then the conclusion of the whole matter is what I come and announce to you. And that's how it is. So the conclusion will be there, but we have to be true to ourselves as Ghanaians.
Whoa. Prof, Brenti, wrap it up now another time. But some for share which kwanya na those who want to maybe worship with you.
Yes, we are at Oyibi Prayer Camp Junction.
Oyibi Prayer Camp Junction.
Yes, Oyibi Prayer Camp Junction. It's on the Crowd Road from Adenta Dodua Road. It's a straight stretch. So Oyibi Prayer Camp Junction, that's where we are. And we have our services as all nights, which is Friday all night from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. And then we also have Sunday evening services from 5 p.m. Yes. Our Sunday morning service will start in the month of March.
Oh, so currently there, I don't know normal like Sunday church service.
Not at all. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That we have everything. It's a church. It's a beautiful church, actually.
Wow.
If you walk in there, you'll be very excited.
I know, say on social media, but like if people want to reach out to you, and also is there?
Yeah, their phone numbers are there. Yeah, it's 0256 290 320. 0256 290 320, and then the other one is 026 22 36 360 026 22 36 360.
I know say ni padona be frel na omate on council that no nim near ma aba sisi a na say the one who waka abem pepe ebinum be ba so be se on be hunu say oh nyame nipa ade ya na mo we amitui ebeko yie say na tie ne ade aya nkofo pi taka so for do ko no charge you so do anye bia no consultation won some to say
yeah, we don't do consultation things. Yeah, we don't do like money charging, blah blah blah.
Come and pay this, then you see the man of God.
Yeah, sorry, everything there is basically free. Yeah, sorry, we have like imagine you go to an overnight, you have free